Sorry to let you guys down. I'm not doing anything special for mine. Alright, so we started last session while we were getting into combat with some kind of vine plant like creatures. They kind of put up a tough fight, knocked Doug out, but the rest were able to finish him off. The other, we discussed whether or not to go down the vine bridge after kind of recovering after the fight. We decided to check it out and found a dryad kind of fused with a tree. The dryad weakly asked for red water, so Ophelia mixed some of her blood with water and gave it to the dryad, but it appeared to only really drink up the blood. So that kind of answered that question. It said, in return, it kind of gave us some information. It said that the demon queen Zignatoy, how do you say that, is seeking to take control of every creature with blood in the Underdark. Uh, it kind of said that it was still pretty weak, so we gave it some more blood, and it gained a bit more strength. And then as we were watching it, it looked like it was able to uh, push out push spores out from the tree that it was attached to, and stated that it would be able to help us expel spores in the future or something along those lines. After that, we decided to return. So once we got back, we reported what had occurred, and they sent out a party to investigate the dryad in the area. We received a new mission to escort a gnome druid named Simeon to a settlement called Mantol-Derith. We received 100 gold payment each up front and another 100 gold on arrival. We just departed on the trail at a normal pace, finding some random herbs along the way. We came across a magical fog called the Fairzerus. While in the fog, Isa cast mage armor on herself, but that seemed to trigger the wild magic. Her mage armor fizzled out, and her arms turned into tentacles. Ophelia seemed excited by the prospect and tried casting aid, but that seemed to go off without any issues. We continued to travel and found a spot to rest for the night. We put up our sleeping bags and tents, some having more trouble than others. During the night, the group kind of shared stories during their watch times and discussed their lives and plans for the future. That's where we left off.
All right, thank you for the recap. The only thing that I would say, the guy who's traveling with you is not a druid. The guy you're going to see
Oh,
is a
he's not.
druid. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Otherwise, great, dude. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
All right. The next recap is Horik. I don't know if his voice is going to come back next week.
Hopefully it does. I'll manage.
As we'll head back into the Doom Underdark and begin to make ourselves towards
Wait, I need
Mantol-Derith.
to.
Go ahead.
I think I need to actually roll again for the elixir because it's supposed to be a very long rest. So that means the elixir that uh, what's her name? Ophelia has is probably going to disappear. So it's
Ooh.
2D. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good roll.
What you get?
What I get? I can actually make 2 elixirs instead of 1. So if I can find my table, that would be great.
I also had cast match armor.
Okay, so we have a potion of flight. So that whoever drinks it gets a flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes. And then with the 6, I can make any potion that I want. So it can be a healing potion, swiftness potion, resistness, boldness, or another flight. So if you guys got any request.
No request. What you think is best? I mean, flight might be the best utility wise, but
Yeah. So we already have 1 flight. So I was thinking I could do a healing potion or a boldness potion, which gives someone essentially bless for 1 minute. Uh,
We'll probably need the extra healing.
yeah, so I'll make a healing potion. Also, you guys can drink these as bonus action, so you don't need to use the action.
Okay, dopey dope.
So I'll give the healing potion to Vic, and the flight potion I will give to Doug.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. And the potions only last for the day. Is that right?
So as long as I don't make more, I don't think they go away.
Or until you drink it. It has like
Uh, yeah, so if you don't use it now, uh, then it doesn't go away. So I made two, so that's why the other went away. But like if big drinks or healing potions, for example, I can just make one, and the flight
Okay,
potion wouldn't go away.
gotcha.
Okay.
The flight potion does not give hover though, so make sure you finish your movement in solid ground.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
all right. As you guys begin to pack your things, and obviously, Nace is undoing the tent and hopefully not struggling as you begin to eventually reassemble yourselves together with your companion, the Dragonborn Simon, to head towards a Mantol-Derith, as nothing seems to advise or any harm or enemies within the vicinity where you're at currently traveling. The harm of violence or anything around here is mostly conquered, but not all demons are conquered, obviously. As you begin to make your way towards the lands of this establishment. Um, let's see if I can have a picture. And what you can see from your vantage point, I'm going to put it on the Discord here. You do see the city at great lengths as a giant stalactite that's kind of embedded into the water. A city, a metropolis of many citizens. As before the incursion, Mantol-Derith served as a small trading outpost, frequently by drow, Durgar, and even the deep gnomes, as well as the Zentarum traders. Now, years have passed, and later, it has greatly expanded, as there had been hidden rumors of likely a demon residing within the place. But no one really knows true to who or what they are, as many have called it a Faz Urubdu, as this creature seems to be hidden within the community, as the bustling underground cities where the cities are numerous of refugees of the Underdark can find sanctuary. The demon lords rule even the ever-growing city with the silk glove, as the influence manipulates the citizens here into doing their bidding. A trade's outpost was originally built within the large cavern, as by thousands of years of working and worth of trickling water. Over the few last years, it's been enlarged to accommodate the influx of refugees left homeless by the incursion of the demons. As the refugees are welcomed, except for the drow, who are openly blamed for the summoning of the demons of the Underdark. Their bound is paid to those willing to hunt down the Dark Elves and kill them on sight. As if you guys begin to convey yourself here, to enter this place, one may gain passage, likely by the Zentarum, and will not be harmed even if they are drow. as long as they abide by the laws by the Zentarum, abide by the laws of Mantol-Derith. As many of the Zentarum know secret passageways that enter this place without even engaging many of the encounters around these vicinities. As along the shores of the Dark Lake, it's roughly 6 days' travel as you've traveled far and wide, as there are many locations along these cities, like Blingenstone, Menzoberranzan, and many more. There are dozens of caves and crevasses from the surface world, and winding their way through the enlarged tunnel, it leads its heart into the city, as the existence of the subterranean pathways used by the secret exclusive by the Zentarum themselves. However, the city has grown so notorious as the tunnels are now used freely by numbers of factions and travelers. Depending on which access point is used, the journey from the surface to Mantol-Derith can be ranged anywhere from 1 to 6 days. As it's important as a home to the deep gnomes who have saw their fit here to make refugees. As this place is rather, despite an imprisonment for many creatures, even the Demon Lord himself imprisoned here, it seems fit there's much more mysteries to be had. As you have traveled your countless days traveling, tired and hungry, eventually almost expending three days of your rations. As you eventually make it towards the main tunnel leading to the surface world, as you see a broad enough, comfortable accommodation of 2 wagons side by side, a stalagmite, a stalactite, and all other rocks formating that have been cleared through the tunnel. You can see rivulets of water trickling carelessly from above, creating an obstacle course of flood and potholes and slippery stones. 200 feet from the entrance of Mantol-Derith, there's hundreds of small niches that have been carved into the stone. Each niche holds a head of a drow. Most of these heads have been rotten away at a point of little than more than skulls, although a few appear to be freshly severed. 100 feet from the city there is a threshold of arcane ruins glowing of harsh bright red. These ruins have been placed here by Graziti himself. It can be found by protecting any access points to the city, as many fiends that approach this threshold feel an ominous sense of dread, as they may be likely forced out from someone's domain, as the Demon Lords has taken many precautions against other Demon Lords to help claim across these lands and claim upon the citizens that resided within them. As you guys begin to make your way, you do hear these rumors and conversations. As obviously Vic yourself, you see a lot of your brethren have been severed, their heads left in niches to rot, as there's hundreds of them. As the drow are seen as enemies for bringing these demons here and showing demand that they should deserve no peace, but death only. But since you're part of the Zentarum, you might have to likely convey yourself as another individual, maybe even makeup, or even potentially disguise self, as you might not be as allies with the Zentarum here compared to the rest of the factions that reside in Mantol-Derith. Of course, there are secret passageways to make it into the place, but there's always eyes and ears listening, and if they find a drow in this city, you might find yourself severed as well. I'll let you guys take the stand, as I'll bring up the map soon.
So can I tell the drow that are dead, are they male or female? Or a mix of both?
Mix of both.
Okay.
You see Ophelia get some pliers out of her bag, and she removes one of the teeth from one of the drow and discreetly puts it in her bag.
Try to get close to one of the heads. You begin to feel like a sickly glow beginning to arrive. You see the red arcane ruins, not letting you even get close to it.
Oh. Oh, poo. I needed a tooth for something.
You do see a dead head on the rolling on the ground, as you can obviously take that one, as the dead tooth is pretty gnarly, as you can rip a tooth out of that one instead of the ones that are
Uh,
spiked.
I need a fresh one. I'd rather have a fresh one. I'll wait.
So Vic is obviously going to be on edge, so she's going to talk to the group and be like, I don't think that I should go in there. I know we got to get this guy here, but maybe you guys go in there and I hang out here on the periphery. I just don't think it's safe.
I can make it you up pretty well. I have costumes.
I
How
think
do you feel about a dress?
oh god, they got a
Good
dress.
Lord, it's been forever since I've worn a dress, but you've got one that'll fit me?
Of course. You see, she's a bard. She has costumes. And she started with equipment, so let me see what costumes I
So you
have.
hear a long sigh, and she just kind of drops her head a little bit and goes, Give it to me. What you got?
Probably just a really long piece of silk or cloth can be wrapped around as a dress easily.
Yeah,
I have a nice ball gown, a traveling dress. I'll give you the traveling dress.
I was thinking of the ball gown.
It's be
Nah.
like She-Hulk, you're putting her, you're going from the
Yeah,
big girl.
and then she'll
Dressing
she'll do your makeup so you look like her instead. You'll have uh pale skin and pale hair, because your hair is already white.
My ears are
See?
white, yeah.
Do I have to do like a performance check or something like that while I'm doing her makeup, or a sleight of hand, or
There are 2 Horrocks
Disguise
and
kit.
no Vicks.
Disguise kit, it's on. If you have a disguise kit, then it automatically works. If you don't have one, then it will have to be a check.
So if you guys
I
can
don't
get a
think.
little bit, I
Yeah,
can.
I just started with costumes. I don't think I started with a disguise kit.
So I can
Disguise kit
create
usually is a rogue.
I can create one for you, so you can use it.
Okay,
I
awesome.
can- yeah, I'll use the right tool for the job, and just start mixing stuff, like everything that you might need for this guy's kid. And it's gonna take like a few minutes, but yeah, you'll have a fully fleshed out disguise kit for you to use.
All right.
There's
Thank
2
you.
Horrocks and no Vic.
Yeah, I'm not on the map.
Oops.
Oh, maybe
I
they
always do.
became whoring as well.
I
That's
always do.
one efficient
I always
disguise.
do that. I think I
Well,
just.
someone's gonna have to wear the ball gown.
I mean, it's
Oh,
I mean,
only
I'll
don't
still
look
wear
at
the
me.
ball gown. I'll wear either one. I don't care.
We don't need you to stand out more. Ball gowns
Yeah.
are very showy.
I don't look like the normal drow. But still, it probably is better to cover and just make up my face.
Like, I don't know if you guys, like, having been married and wearing pretty much a ball gown with hoops and all that, it get caught on a lot of plate things, and it really takes up more than just 5 feet. That we don't need to add more insult to injury, and I think
Yeah.
the traveling dress is probably more practical.
Ooh, crap.
I
Damn, I
mean, you
look
don't
like a
need to roll
clown,
for
not
it.
a Chadar guy.
Like I said, you don't need to roll if you had the kid.
Oh, okay.
Saved by a caveat.
So, oh, disguise up you and.
I
Is
mean,
anyone else around Naziz?
no, it's just,
I'm a tiefling.
Oh, okay.
he just behaves like a drow.
But didn't they have a prejudice against demons as well?
There's an actual demon that resides here, but he's
No.
imprisoned. Other demon lords don't like each other because they don't want them to take their kind of their populace. They want us. They basically are the rulers. They're basically trying to enslave people. That's why people hate them, and they hate the Drow because they brought them here. Because the Drow wanted power, and then it backfired in their face.
With all these heads on the wall, I don't feel too safe entering this town. And she snaps her fingers and casts aid on herself, Isa, and Vic, just in case.
Well, thank you.
It gives us temporary hit points.
Yeah.
What does it do?
And let me put it up in the chat.
Uh,
I would just put them in my temporary because I always forget to take them out.
yeah, you make your hit points, so your max damage increased by 5.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Can we have an honest discussion about armor for a moment?
Yeah.
That I do have that mage armor. Can I cast it on more than one person, seeing as it's not concentration? If I have the spell slots?
Mage armor, yeah, you can cast it on multiple people as long, but if they have armor, it won't. It'll override.
I'm looking at Doug.
So I'm trying to think of how that works.
Lasts 8 hours, pretty much, until Iza dies, and then it's gone.
So would I just get the mage armor plus my dex, or would I still get my unarmored?
You get
Defense.
it's AC 13 plus Dex modifier.
Okay, so I'd
So
be exactly the same as I do with my
Correct.
Okay.
unarmored defense.
You just don't get your con with it. Yeah. So if you're with, but if you're a barbarian, you get to use your con with the.
Yeah. So I'd be at 14 AC regardless.
Correct. It's more for like monks or it's like other classes that just don't have armor, like warlocks and whatever not.
Ophelia?
No, I took the subclass, so I have medium armor now. I bought a chain shirt in the beginning, remember?
Okay. So, okay. If I can't help Doug, then I'm not worried about him then. Just making sure. We had discussed it at length the other day.
Fair enough.
But I put it on myself earlier, so I'm good there.
Okay.
Well, shall we head in?
Small set.
I don't see why not.
Does Simone know where the Wayland, the deep gnome druid is in this
Simon?
town? Yeah, Simon.
Simon does. He's just waiting for you guys to get your shit together.
All right. We can lead the way.
I'll follow behind Ophelia pretty close with my head down.
Is Simon saying that's where we need to go?
We need to enter into the Antimantium gates, and hopefully we'll be allowed by the gods of men. As the wreckage of Menzoberranzan has caused this place much horror, just please be on your best behavior. So
Understood.
you head towards what looks an Antimantium gate. It's salvaged from the wreckage of Menzoberranzan, now blocking the entrance of Mantol-Derith. The gates are barred from inside as you see 3 guards, as well as a veteran and mage, as they're loyal Zentarum guards, of course. But they're always suspiciously questioning any visitors coming here, even if you're part of the Zentarum, as inquirers are always need to be had. As they obviously want to know what you're carrying, what your purpose is here, and much more. As you can see one head popping out. Yeah there, what brings you here?
When we join this in Tarm, do we get like a signet or something?
Yeah, a password.
Phrase, passcode, yeah.
We did.
Everything has a price.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're Zentarum, huh? What's your purpose here?
Delivering goods, and I'll gesture to our compatriot.
Escorting a valued guest.
Alright. You guys here for the bounty as well?
I am not aware of a bounty.
There's a bounty going on, informed by Prince Decree. They authorized to pay 10 gold pieces for the head of a drow elf, and up to 200 gold pieces total.
Well,
It sounds like hard work.
take it into consideration. But for now, we do not have anything like that.
On a a shame. Well, it costs 1 gold pieces per person to enter into the sanctum. Even Zandarm has to pay the price.
Understood.
Oric will cover for everyone this time.
Thank you.
Is it 10 gold per person?
1 gold.
1 gold.
Gold.
It's 10 gold pieces per head of a drow. You can get up to
Do we
200
have-
gold pieces total. If you ever kill
Do we have to
drow.
pay too?
Huh?
We do.
What?
I-
It's just
Do
a
we
gold
have
piece
to
per
pay-
person.
Do we have to pay for Simon too? Since
Yeah.
he's with us.
Oh, Simon, he's paying for himself.
Okay, so I'll hand him 6 gold pieces.
You may enter in, enjoy yourselves. As you enter in, the place has a lack of sun, almost has a claustrophobic confinements, as it wears up the nerves of the surface dwellers, of the Zentarum them especially. Because of this, it's irritable and tense at all times, as there's about a 30% chance that any given guard suffers from a random long-term madness from being in here for so long. As if some of your characters do have some kind of claustrophobic feeling or roleplay perspective, you can always message me in Discord, and we can convey some roleplay down the road. As you guys are accompanied by the merchant himself in the caravan, as you can see heading inside, you can see many merchants are carrying sacks of severed drow heads to turn their bounty, and you can see a lot of people hunting them down, trying to eradicate them as a race.
Oric
I don't
will-
enter town until Ophelia's with us. I keep looking over my shoulder.
I'm gonna stay close to Vic.
Ophelia's just looking around. She's enjoying the sight.
Then move
Just
right into the
dwarfing.
town.
As the
Oh,
gate
crap.
is about to close.
Crap, I didn't know we had to move. We were all in the. I was not looking at the map. I was way up in the corner.
It's a big, 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 big place. Are you heading in, Vic?
Vic is in. Oh, I've got moved
You're
back.
in
somehow.
disguise, so yeah.
Yep, I'm staying behind.
What do you look
Ophelia.
like, Vic? What is your disguise anyways? Like an old lady? What?
More like a Shatter Kai, white faced kind of.
Oh, they look at you kind of gross and disgust.
Put in some mayo.
I got a big cloak on and a big hood on. Keeping my head down and trying to follow, make it look like I'm a servant, work person for Ophelia.
Alright. As you begin to enter in, seeing the 3 gods, veterans, and mages heading over there, you can see the gods are in a lax demeanor as they appear no threat, but they obviously see fit to obviously convey their lax kind of position. The road leads into the city. It's paved with crushed stones, flanked by 4 large man-sized chunks of jade quartz. A figure can be seen imprisoned in one of the stones, seemingly burning in torment of hellfire flames, as the figure is withered and screaming noisily as if in a great torment. The figures include a male Duergar, a female Deep Gnome, a female Drow, and a Gargoyle. The plaque is set into the base of the Duergar stone that reads, if you want to look up close to it, you can roll a perception check. With a 15 or higher, you begin to see the edifice of Graciti, the great savior, the uniter of the underdog. These treacherous curs have been sentenced to the eternal of unending torment for their crimes of theft and violence within the protection limits of Mantol-Derith. Let this be a warning to any who might consider walking the same path. You can roll an investigation check if you like.
Is that investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That's bad.
As Isa succeeds, as you can see All through that the quartz is real, and the burning images within them are illusionary. But you can see that that this is just kind of a magic, kind of surreal. It's not real, but it is a kind of a face to be happened here if you do obviously see fit to do what they had done of crimes, violence, and going against the protected limits of this place.
I share that information. The guys in there aren't real guys, but it's just showing you what's going to happen if you do something wrong.
Let's make sure we don't do anything wrong.
It does not look pleasant. Simon, do you know where we're going in here?
Of course, but of course you'll be looking around, so I thought potentially I'll hunker with you for the time being. As you can see, the city is located within an enormous cavern, about 50-foot high ceiling supported by natural formed stone columns. The glow of enchanting stone lamps post reflecting off the crystals embedded in the road. Drunkling winds throughout the chaotic collection of the mismatched buildings. Water is everywhere, dripping from the ceiling, forming puddles and pools and streams. Because of the moisture there's mold, fungi growing in various degrees in every crack and crevasse, as the deep gnomes and durgars, and even the humans, seem walking through the city, many of them wearing strange stone masks. As if anybody here is potentially court, I'd say an artificer would help for this, but you can kind of ascertain it for a moment. You can, as an artificer, roll an insight check to why they're wearing stone masks.
Gladly. Come on, don't fail. Fuck.
And now with that insight check, you'd roll. Actually, no, my apologies. So you could see that they're wearing these spore masks for a reason. Obviously, as you remember and recall that last fungi place you went there, where you saw much of the fungus and spores infecting everything. It looks like it helps deal with spore infestations of large swaths in the Underdark. As it looks like the artificers of the gnomes of this place have created protective stone masks. They're decorated masks that can be carved into the looks like of a number of creatures, although owlbears are the most popular carved out of these. As thin slices of fungi are inserted within the mask to purify and inhale the air. These masks typically sell for 10 gold pieces, but anybody who wears such a mask has advantage on saving throws against the spores, but they have disadvantage on perception checks because they can only look straight.
Got it.
Probably
Will I
wouldn't be
be
a
able
bad idea
to?
to get their hands on those.
Would I be able to make some of these myself,
You would
or
have
do
to
I have to
learn
buy?
from a deep gnome artificer, depending if they want to show you
Okay.
their trade. You could also buy one and then learn it for yourself as you gradually, like, tinker with it.
Okay.
But remember, by wearing it, it has a benefit and a detriment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ophelia go over and try to buy one.
This is at her back.
You're currently not at the market squares right now. You're just watching them walk around.
We should go try to buy one of the masks. I would like to take one home.
They
I'll
sound
give
useful.
you money and say, buy one for me too, and hand it to me. I'm trying to act like your servant. So.
Okay.
I'd like you to all roll me a perception check as you begin to verse a little bit further. You might see something that you have never seen before, or have seen before and are rather startled by it, or maybe very intrigued by it. With a DC 20 or higher, you begin to notice a cube of quivering gelatinous slime. It's slurping its way along the roads, floating within it what must be close to 1,000 shiny, sparkling, clean copper coins. As nearby town folks do not seem to be alarmed, stepping aside for the slime before continuing to move on their own business. Some of them stop to flick a copper piece into the wavering mass, as it seems this thing moves on its own accord as it begins to not be attacked.
If Doug's close enough, he'll flick a copper piece into it as well.
As it absorbs it. As it, you can tell it's like moving on its own accord, almost like it's like sentient. It can like think for itself.
Izza doesn't want it touching her, so she's just kind of recoiling a little bit, but trying not to be too noticeable about it.
As you hear it from a far distance, it begins to speak to you. Thank you. As it telepathically links to your mind, Doug.
Oh, you're welcome. Did anyone else hear it?
Hear what?
Are you okay, Doug?
The slime talked to me. They said thank you. This
As
place is very strange.
It looks at you for a second. Could I ask you a question? Are you from the top?
Yes, I am.
Do you know what the sun smells like?
I don't think the sun has a smell. Feels warm on the skin. Makes me feel better emotionally, but smell, I don't think it has any.
What does the feel like to touch a cloud?
I cannot fly, so I don't know. Clouds are way high in the sky.
You okay, Doug?
Just having a conversation with our slime friend over there.
Dear Durgar in the distance, if ye be making a wish, your coin be best spent at the wishing well down yonder. Not on you, that little thing. Zeus looks at you. As you can see, two bulbous eyes look at you and blink at you. As it makes a smiley face and begins to move on its own accord.
Interesting creature.
His name is pretty funny, honestly, but you didn't get his name. But I'll give you it anyways, just for the fuck of it.
I love it.
That's pretty
Feels
good.
like the Sopranos trying to order Italian meats. How about some gabagool?
So you guys begin to traverse the rest and more of the place. You eventually come across another individual. You see a knight, a handsome young knight, the long flowing blonde hair, a regal kind of crowd is spectating him in an epic tale as this bardic knight named Sir Dalian Truthworthy. Despite his human ancestry, Sir Dallin is a rather delicate elvish features. He wears what looks like devilish bone armor, with a shield embezzled with the symbol of a silver dragon, as it signifies Bahamut, the dragon of justice. As it seems, Sir Dalian is a member of likely a group, as you could roll a history check if you like. Maybe you can ascertain this group or not. With a 15 or higher, you do ascertain he's a member of the Hell Riders, an order of paladins who were banished from Inverness, along with Elturel. For years, the Hell Riders have fought against the hordes of devils, protecting not just Elturel, but Baldur's Gate, as well as the valiant paladins that led the High Rider of Ravengard, managing to lead the citizens both in the settlement throughout the apocalyptic wastelands of the Hells to eventually emerge within the Underdark, where they have since created a stronghold that they have christened New Elturel, sorry. As it seems the knight seems like he greatly enjoys the boast of his adventures in the Hells, filling such tales and epic adventures and embellishments. As you can see, hundreds of people listening to him, as Sir Dallin is one of the hundreds of knights who have dispatched throughout the Underdark and the surface world with the magical scrolls known as the Divine Pact, as these knights seek to rally the realms against the devils and demons, that if left unchecked, they will surely tear the world asunder. As a part of this, they are asking people to pledge their loyalty to the cause by signing a Divine Pact. As if anybody wishes to agree upon this scroll, a radiant scroll would be infused with divine vigor, and it would be signed with a blessing in bold. But if you do sign yourself, you are forever upon the Divine Pact.
I don't plan on selling my soul too many places. We
So
already have
in
one.
a sense, if you want to join the Hell Riders, you have to it's a faction. You'll have to sign your. It's not your soul. It's just you're signing your allegiance to them. And if you break allegiance, yeah.
Can you
Haven't done
be
this into Avernus. Are these the Hell Riders we're thinking of, driving those infernal machines and stuff like that?
Correct. But they
Awesome.
have now escaped that, and now they are now here to cleanse the world from the demons. A small organization has arrived here, and you can see there's a knight, obviously dressed up in devil armor, and he's currently trying to get new recruits who wish to join that kind of fight. Kind of same, basically the same concept when you guys played that campaign. They're the same people.
Cool.
So if people want to join them, you're welcome to find him again down the road. He is foretelling tales of obviously the great battles of hell, as well as what he plans to bring here and what he wishes for the world to be safe. As you begin to look around even further, you begin to eventually spot encountering a giant lizard laying amidst a bed of lichen that's kind of singing to itself. As you see it closely, you kind of like are miraculous to see another creature of majestic skill. You see a special basilisk, as it seems to be singing in common, as eventually switches tunes from undercommon to giant, and so on. This creature is gifted as well, it seems, as it looks like likely a guardian of some sort. As basilisks are usually dangerous, as if they open their eyes and see you directly, they could potentially petrify you. As you guys begin to traverse a little bit further and seeing that kind of notion and mark around the vicinity, you eventually find yourself in the Lost and Found. You find a place of structures made of dried, cracked mud. Within it appears to be an overwhelming array of haphazard organized junk, arranged upon rows of buckling shelves. The buildings tend to be rather known for a matron of halfling, known for her kind demeanor and long, fiery dreadlocks. Anaria is an assistant by the team of the 7 colorful sprites, one of each color of the rainbow, as they have obviously saw fit to convey themselves here, as many have upheavaled and caused an incursion of many of the Underdark descendants were forced from their homes and often leaving behind a prize of possessions. As Anaria herself, such a descendant who is fleeing her burrows, lost many of her cherished paintings, and they were made by her and by her departed mother. Knowing firsthand of the pain of loss, she's opened this pawn shop to help both herself and others. So if you're ever looking for a pawn shop, I will put it on the map here. It will be B3 for that area. If you ever want to visit a pawn shop, then you're welcome to it. As you begin to traverse a little bit further, you pass another establishment going forward. This will be B4. You see the Stone Slagga's Brewer House. Most of the residents of Mantol-Derith have been imbibed in alcohol near the daily basis. Issuing has began a rise of the increasing intolerance, as well as the dwindling supply, as many of the deep gnomes of many, I'm not going to say all their names, but many of them have learned to ferment and be founding of this place. As it's a large building, it has like blocks of serpentine stone and quarry from distance of wanty settlements in the past. As it's ringed by a bed of what looks like soft moss. As you can see, a lot of inebriated patrons can sleep off their super before staggering home. As this is a great place to find good beer, great conversation, and potentially enjoy what splendors of alcohol can venture many individuals. I will get the name of that place. The Lost and Found is the other shop. As you guys begin to traverse more, you kind of see another shop kind of springing forth you. You can see the Den of Delights. It is basically what looks like a place run by Dragonborn. He seems to be selling kind of bottles of fumes. As I would say, more or less, it's basically kind of a den of kinds of oddities and foods and different kinds of exquisite things that would potentially convey someone who wishes to enjoy a bottle of sleeping breath, as he basically combines and uses his capabilities of dragon to give it to other users who wish to pay the price. He may actually have some information down the road if you see fit. Sorry if I'm boring you as hell. I'm just locating some of the areas, so if you do want to go to some of these areas, you may gain quests, roleplay, or some rumors. As the one you're on currently right now, which I will put the name for that one place as well, is a library. It's Keldrin's Library. Self-explanatory. Obviously, an archmages are obviously running this place itself, and if people are obviously looking for some kind of library, it's probably the place to go.
Ooh, noted.
We lost Ether.
Most likely.
I don't know where the other one is. There's another location here, but I don't think I mapped it. Oh well.
Is it B6?
A B7. B6 is that one, yeah. I don't know where B7 is. I forgot if I even put it on the screen or not.
Okay, because it says B7
It says B7? Oh shit, is
for
it?
the library.
For the library. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, so that's not the one. B6 is here. My apologies. B6 is here. And B7 would be... these names, I love them. It's Gruger's Gastro Buffet. Or buffet, basically. So my apologies. It's basically like a feasting hall for likely typical food. And then B8 will be anybody likes a zoo. And then obviously where you guys can buy the masks, it would be B9. This is where the market square is. Or marketplace.
Well, shall we go to the market and look at some of those masks?
Let's cut this short. I'm feeling exposed. Let's get the mask and move on to our have Simon take us to where we need to go. I don't like being out in the open here.
Understood. Let's go kind of make his way towards the market.
You guys head towards the market. The center of the market is a commercial backbone of Mantol-Derith. Its tents and stalls are primarily occupied by humans, Dvergars, and deep gnomes, mixed with kind of smattering of orcs and troglodytes. As you find, most items here are obviously 50% or more priced than usual, due to obviously the density and the difficulty of obtaining it, or the server's world of what's happened obviously in the last 15 years. As you begin to look around, you can see obviously the influence here seeming fit. As you can see, a lot of deliberation and quite haste from customers and so on. You can hear people known spending their money on worthless baubles and catching their eye on likely merchants that have been made to make some reckless sales for quick, easy coin. Most of the interactions in the marketplace obviously are done in Undercommon, but there are translators, obviously, if you do not speak Undercommon, available. Although the merchants look down upon this, as social checks are made throughout the translator are done with disadvantage. So if you don't speak the language, checks will be at disadvantage if you want to bargain.
Now, in making my character, it only had deep speech available, not Undercommon for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Deep speech is for demons.
Yeah, I believe I mean, I meant to, should have taken Undercommon, but it didn't allow me to take it.
You can switch it out. You can delete that and switch it out.
Okay, I would like to do that. So I speak Undercommon.
Come buy, what you want? You want the potions? You want this? And then you can see the prices for potions are 100 gold pieces each, as compared to where you were before. You can see weapons are a little outrageously priced. They're basically doubled.
Jeez. I'm gonna poke around until I find the stand selling the mask.
Yeah, you do see a mask vendor selling them, as they're 10 gold pieces each.
A little steep, but...
Well, you don't want to smoke up those spores. They're dangerous.
How do I know it works?
Well, you see everybody around you wearing one? You see inside here? Dwarvish invention right here, built in perfectly. It has a nice breather tube, inhales good oxygen and bad oxygen. But yeah, of course, the downfall is it's you can only see a straight. It's very limited on head movement, of course. Highly only recommended using it if you're in like a spore infested area. Highly recommended. If you don't use it, I can't promise that it'll last very long. And of course, it's made of stone, so it's kind of heavy and hefty in your face. As well as the detriments is it can be destroyed. It is rock, but it can take a couple wallops on the ground for sure. But if you got like somehow like smacked into the face by an ogre, I can't promise that it'll break. Or it might break your face as well.
Once it stops working, can you like recharge it? How does that work?
What do you mean stops working?
You said it doesn't work forever.
It works.
What?
It just depends. You'll just, if you want to like, get a new reimbursed one for sure, then you'd have to come back and see me. I'm the inventor. But it should last you for a while, countless months. But if you see fit that it doesn't work anymore, well then, you either might have inhaled too much spores, and I can't help you because well, everybody knows what the spores do around here. They either, make you go crazy or they make you go, zombied.
Yeah, well, we've finally seen that side of things. So, yeah, let's see. What designs do you have?
We got, let's see, we have an owlbear. That's very our most popular one. We do have a chimera. That one too. And then we do have a goat. And we have, I think this one, we have, uh, you can see, one of the faces reminds you of the creature you had fought previous in the other place. It looks like a panther-like creature. No tendrils, of course, but it looks like basically Displacer Beast's face. As you can see, different kind of oddities of faces. It's just mostly creature faces. Are pretty much what they do because they assume that, um, you know, it's good old fun. No one wants to look like a human. So if you want a
Any
creature,
bats?
no bats. They're more like
They'll go,
monster creatures.
they'll go pick up one of the chimera ones and hand him 10 gold pieces.
All right, enjoy.
Ophelia walks up. I like to buy 2 of your masks.
Okay, that'll be 20 gold piece.
Don't you think that's a little steep and I'm buying 2? Don't you have some kind of discount for that?
Hey, if you want a discount, I suggest finding another place. People be buying my mask from miles away.
I suppose you're right, but I am buying 2 of them. I'm just a tourist. I don't know how things work around here. I'm taking one of these as a souvenir home.
Souvenir? I'm not.
Yeah. You ain't ever been to the Feywild?
Nah, I heard that place is horrible.
Oh, it, if you think that, well, certain places are horrible, but it's really nice. Most of it.
Well, I can't really, give you a deal. Sorry, miss. You come far and wide. I'm assuming you have some coin on you.
Of course.
Depending if you
But I
have a
am
trade,
buying
of course.
2.
I could be interested in trades.
That's the other one trading thing. Should have paid the 20 gold.
All right, there you go. Enjoy.
Go buy one that looks like a displacer beast and one that looks like an owlbear.
Okay.
I'll buy a displacer beast mask, please.
All right, here you
Same.
go. All right, there you go.
Do you have smaller sizes?
Which
No,
one do you want?
just one size. Right, he's got a big snout. Yeah, I don't want to have anything to that.
I'm
Like,
gonna buy one.
You could wear it,
And
but you'll have to somehow Jimmy rig it on the back of your head.
if Andy's gonna buy one, then just use that as a base to make my own. So I'll give anything gold. I'll take a Chimera mask.
Which
Do
one do
these
you
have a
want,
real
Rick?
name?
Sorry?
Do the
They're all house. They're all like homebrewed, so they are. But the name itself is basically they're basically. Oh, where is it? They're called spore masks. That's what they're called.
So I call it a fungal mask.
So basically, gives you advantage on saving throws against spores. Only spores, nothing else. Spores, and then a disadvantage against perception because you can't really see really well with it or hear really well. I have the picture of it actually. It looks kind of stupid, but it's like like it's from the book that I'm using. It doesn't actually have artwork, which kind of sucks, but it has artwork around it. Here, I'll put it in the Discord here. Oops, that's not it. God damn it. Delete. There we go. That's what it looks like. Looks weird. So it has like buckles that you can slap it on your back, your face.
Okay. Yeah, I can see how that would not fit me, but I'll buy one regardless, just so I can hopefully replicate it at some point.
I was thinking of the stone mask from Skyrim, more like.
Yeah, me too.
It's like a spore thing. It's like a bag that you inhale and outhale.
Like a plague doctor thing would be kind of cool compared to that. That's kind of weird.
Well, you can have the own same concept. They gave me a concept that you can detail it how you, for instance, want it to look.
Okay, anyone else getting a mask?
I think at this point we all have bought one.
What do next?
As you guys look around, you can roll a perception check. You might find somebody of intrigue upon this location. With a 15 or higher, you can see one of the booths run by an aging blind hag that locals refer as the Collector. As they're mute, toothless, and a crone, known for purchasing items with a strange mint-like platinum coins. As she's rather interested in various unparticular things from day to day, with the exception of magical stabs, rods, and wands. As she's likely reliable to purchase for the 3 times their normal market price. So she'll actually buy those things for more than what they're worth. As she begins to just look around, so she's a unique vendor if you're ever interested. If you have magical stabs, rods, or wands that you don't need, she'll buy them at a higher price than they're worth.
Too bad we don't have those.
Yet.
Yep.
Is there anybody that's selling food?
In the market square, yeah, you see a lot of exquisite mushroom dishes and different kind of oddities of food. What are you looking for, Toro?
More like rations. I did not stock up
Oh.
as well as I should have. So some jerky, some dried nuts. Could be artisanal. I'm okay.
I mean, if we buy the ingredients, I can start cooking for you guys.
Yeah, so you can see some of the rations that they sell here. They're standard kind of priced, which are their 5 silver, basically. So you see mushroom bread, spore cakes, pickled rothe meat, deep water fish jerky, zorkawood nuts, glowing berry preserves. You also see sun-dry Uatoa strips, Duragar hardtack, and fungal meat.
What was that, like 10 things? I'd almost get like one of everything. At 5 silver will give me what?
There's 9 things.
9 things.
Close up.
I'll double up on the mead.
So these are the prices. There are different prices, so you can get different. They're not all the same price, but obviously it depends on what you want. I'll put it in the Discord here.
Okay.
So that's 5 gold for 10 rations.
Those are the prices for them. And for those that want luxury, exotic rations, they start at 10 gold pieces and goes higher. as they're rumored to give you boosts temporarily, but you have no idea what kind of boost they would give you. As they have like one called illithid liver pate. Pretty nasty.
Liver pate is pretty good on banh mi's.
No, not from an illithid. Gross.
Some daikon and some pickled vegetables on there. It'll be good. Yeah, I load up on the mushroom bread and the spore cakes, or I ask
Yeah.
Ophelia to load me up on those.
I'm gonna get 2 mushroom breads and a jar of blueberry preserves.
All right.
I'll buy 1 gold piece worth of hardtack because I'm a masochist.
I'll get some of the blueberry preserve.
All right.
On the character sheet, how do you edit the quantity of stuff in your bag?
You have to go to information, I believe.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
It doesn't actually display much information. Like, can you click on it to like show any information below, or you have to hit the I and edit it to see the actual information? That's weird.
Like the eye and edited.
Is there anybody selling any type of specialty perfumes or scents, lotions, body
Yeah.
bath,
Yeah, what are you looking for? Just oils and
a lotion or a perfume or something that smells nice? Bath and Body Works of this world, if they have it.
all right. As you begin to see a couple interesting vials of different kinds of oddities, as they have some glowstream essence for 5 gold pieces a vial, deep rose oil for about 8 gold pieces a vial, spore blue musk for 6 gold pieces, and zirca wood resin oil for about 4. As they have their own kind of smells and oddities, as I'll put that in the Discord.
Please, I was gonna ponder it. I'm leaning toward the deep rose oil. Yeah, I'm gonna get some deep rose oil.
Does the spore mask weigh anything because it's made of stone? Or is it negligible?
It weighs. Yeah, it does. It weighs. Say it weighs like a pound. It doesn't weigh that much because you have to wear it.
So anything else y'all want to do while we here?
As the man begins to see fit, well, if you require me at all, I will head myself towards towards Waylon to potentially converse him. But if you're interested in joining me, you're welcome as well, as he can show you where he is heading towards. If you guys want to shop around, talk, get some gossip information here before you go on another mission again. As he explains that some places are gated communities. The gated communities are this is the Deep Gnome one over there. The Duergar one's down here. Up here is it's kind of correlated towards it's kind of the Argent's Palace. It's related by the I guess you could say he doesn't really know out of context, but he knows that likely higher powers serve that palace. So if you're interested in going there for a purpose, you might have a reason to go there. And over yonder is the Zentarim's locale, the enclave. As he begins to say, I'll be there for the time being.
Well, what do we wish to do?
We should get the fuck out of here. This place is creeping me out.
Cannot blame you. It were my people put up like that. I wouldn't want to stick around either.
Get Simon to his contact, get our money, and get the fuck out of here.
Any objections?
No, it doesn't seem too interesting over here. Besides that old lady that's collecting staff, she was the only one that was interesting.
So every B location is a location. You can obviously see fit what's here. But if you want to skip all this, you're welcome just to follow the guy towards location and head forward with the quest.
Up to you. I'm but one of 6, but I made my intentions known.
I don't see why we can't visit the brew house quick.
I'd rather go to the library.
And why not both? Shall we go to the brew house first?
I should read before I drink.
That is fair.
I
Or,
mean, you guys don't need to come with me. I will go read and you guys can go drink.
I mean, I'll take the books with you.
I'm not the best reader, so I think I'll just make my way to the brew house. B5, is that the brew house or
B6 is the library. B7 is the
that B7 was the library.
B7 is Grug's Gastro Buffet.
No,
I had.
I got it wrong. B6 is the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A B4
The pub
is
is
the brew house. And then
Which
B3
one was?
is B4 is the brew house. I'll make a list here and copy and paste it into a note card. Should have did that earlier, but I didn't.
Make a whisper to Ophelia. I'd rather go to the library, but obviously I'll follow you wherever you go.
Just also putting it out there, Red, we cannot edit the treasure haul or quest tracker.
Oh really?
If we are meant to be, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot because when I made the game, no, I didn't put that on. But yeah, here we go. And then there we go. All right, there you go. You should be able to now.
Thank you. Like, did we sell like this Placer Beast things or anything to get some money?
I think it was. I know Vic was making stuff out of them.
I don't think we sold the skin, but we did have Vic have a whip made and sell a tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
We
we
still had
sold,
some other
sold the
treasure.
skin because we thought it was too expensive to make it.
Correct.
Yeah, we did.
He sold it.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it would be thousands just to enchant it.
We haven't split that up truly, have we?
No, it's just in the group. Yeah, we just
Okay.
said we had it, so it was 200 gold for it.
We should keep that one separate for now.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's stuff to keep in treasure haul and stuff.
Yeah.
Heading to the library.
I'm joining you in the library.
Awesome. Thank you, Hort.
Alright. As you see what seems to be a small crack in the floor of Mantol-Derith leads to the cramped, twisted tunnels that eventually opens to a sweltering hot cavern. This cave is a shop of the home of Keldrin, the Azar Archmage, as an elemental himself. Kind of dwarvish looking but fiery beard and black skin, as you do eventually see his shop filled with unusual bric-a-brac, as well as an associated with the wizard of a laboratory, my apologies, as most remarkable features of a large boulder that sits in the center of the floor. Those looking closely, you can see a sigil that can be seen etched into the boulder's base. As you can see, this cantorous old mage makes his living as a scholar, a sage, although he is so rather mean and observer to seek out his help, as he would go for many months at a time without any clients. As is well versed in the variety of subjects and generally sharing his knowledge for free. Ah, greetings! What ails you? As he speaks Undercommon to you.
Sorry, no Espanol?
As he changes dialects for a second. You speak the weak tongue.
Yes, I do speak common, yes.
Or Draconic?
No, it's common. He says the weak tongue is common.
I don't know, like, or if he wants to speak Draconic, I don't know.
What can I ail you here today? As long as you're not annoying pests and promise to leave afterwards. Never return, of course.
Truly, I just search for knowledge. I'm just trying to find what I can here. And I'll sit quietly in a corner, read a book for a little bit, and head out. But I might want to come back at some point if you'll allow, if I am quiet enough.
You realize this is a shop, right?
We can pay.
Oh, I have money.
Right.
Any like spell books that are interesting? Some lore you know?
I know everything, of course. What do you look for? What do you need? What are your interests? Hello? You
I look at Hork. I'm just here
Well-
for knowledge.
Let's see. Probably want
you
knowledge.
come here for knowledge and you don't know what you're looking for.
She probably wants spells. I would like if you have any.
What spells? I don't understand.
Do you have any recipes for elixirs, explosion, alchemy fire, that kind of thing?
I have plenty of that, of course. But do you have the coin?
I have the coin. I have 2 hands. So if you need help,
I don't need your
Okay.
help.
I'm not giving the bitch please face, but also like I'm not looking to buy it off you. I'm more interested in seeing your procedures and recipes.
You're not gonna find that with me. You can buy what I make, but I'm not giving you my secrets.
So what
No,
scrolls
you-
does he have?
He has all scrolls from 3rd level to 1st level. All arcane magic scrolls. Nothing of clarity, just arcane wizard spells. So whatever of 1st to 3rd level you want.
I'll need to look over that.
As you can tell, Horik, by just his demeanor and how angry he is, you can roll me an insight check. This is a high DC check. You can also roll if you like. Isa, as you can tell, this guy is very temperamental and angry all the time, but there might be a reason why.
I haven't been rolling well today, so
All right,
I
Isa,
also insight him.
you insight him as you can discern that he yearns for companionship. He's rather a lonely individual. Obviously, by his actions and how he perceives himself, he doesn't realize he's doing this. As you could potentially outspoken him a conversation, maybe even talk about likely the boulder in the room. As you can see a boulder in the room of what looks like it has rather an arcane sigil on it, on the floor, as it's closely towards where he works, at the base of his establishment. Depending if you wish to have small talk with him, or completely ignore him and continue on your way.
I know that Hork would normally do the small talk, but his mouth is hurting him, or throat is hurting him, so I'll try and step up and be like, "This is quite a mighty boulder you have here, sir." Talking about the elephant in the room.
As roll me a persuasion check.
could I assist her with that one or no?
No, this is all on her.
Okay.
But I allow you to roll your own if you like.
Persuasion.
Whoa.
Wow.
Nope.
As he looks at you, I'm not interested in talking. Buy my stuff and get out.
Okay, just 2 seconds above board. Anybody have any ideas if we should buy anything? I kind of thought it was more of a library.
If you want any spell scrolls, I think you can. I don't know if you can transcribe spell into your spell book. Draw scroll.
That's what I was thinking. But I can't use it yet until I'm that level, you know?
Yeah. But you could. Uh,
I think it's kind
uh,
of hard to say right now, but hopefully can come back.
You can come back, obviously, but he might not take you by ear anymore. Likely, you'll have to bring somebody else in the equation, as he's
Again,
really
Netherlands.
stubborn individual that doesn't like to work with other people. You feel like there's something more to this individual, but so far, he sounds like a jackass.
Nicole, what were you saying?
I would get absorb elements if I were you.
yeah, that's actually a good spell.
Remember, the prices are 50% more here, so it will be doubled.
Oh, so we're probably looking like
So if it's a
150.
first level spell, it'll be, instead of 50 gold, it'll be 100 gold for the spell's scroll.
Yeah, it's a first level, so. Take it if you wish. But it's a good spell for a squishy.
Yeah,
Just,
but I don't know if it's $100 or 100 gold worth better. Okay.
If he does have Alchemist Fire, how much is he charging for it?
he's charging double the price.
So also 100 gold pieces. Uh, yeah, that's a steep price. Uh, question. Feel free to say no. If I buy an Alchemist Fire from him, could I then study it and replicate it using my Alchemist tools?
I would say it would take time, but you could
Yeah,
replicate
yeah.
it over time without using it ever.
Okay. Then I'll take the gamble and buy a
You can
vial of
replicate
Alchemist.
almost any basic thing that isn't like rare.
Yeah, but but like it wouldn't make sense for me to just replicate Alchemist Fire out of my butt because I never seen the recipe, you know?
Yeah.
So like even though it sucks, it makes sense for me to like buy one first to study it.
Well, it's handy with the new rules how hazards work. The fire it hurts them for, I think it's a D4 fire damage,
Yes.
and there's no save on it. It just burns them.
Yep. And unlike throwing the bottle of oil like I did earlier, this one will count as on each attack, so it'll be with my dexterity.
Correct.
So I will buy a bottle of Alchemist Fire from him, just because also maybe that will put him in a better mood.
100 gold pieces for this.
I will give him the 100 gold pieces. Like
He
it's
takes it. Now be gone out of my
no
sight.
problem. And I will give these out. Look like, are you good? Need something?
Oh, I'm good. I give the nod.
I'm gonna wave. Be back. And walk out.
Alright. As we head towards the group that's heading towards the brewery. As the most residents of Mantol-Derith are rather inebriated in alcohol on a daily basis, the Stone Shaga Brew House is a large building made of blocks of serpentine stone. As there's the front half of the brewery is bustling, and the bar often standing in the room only where the back room is filled within a bizarre contraption used for fermenting and brewing the bar's signature Stone Schlager. As the interior should reek of vomit, however, Borga pays a rotating crew of apprentice wizards to routinely cast prestidigitation, the master stench, as the tavern's most popular drinks is the granite guzzler and a shawl shot, either which can be purchased for a silver piece, as wealthy individuals can literally consume their own money by personally paying Braga's 50 gold pieces a crafted pint for her infamous Goldschlager. So she has a famous drink as well here. Greetings, welcome. What can I help you? As she speaks in Undercommon.
I'll take the
Group.
granite guzzler.
All right, that'll be 1 silver.
Thank you.
You understand them, Doug, I take it?
You don't?
It's all foreign to me.
What do you want to drink then? I'll order for you.
I'll take the same thing.
I'll make that another.
I'll be a silver piece.
So he'll slide another one across the bar. Is Ophelia
Okay.
and Vic with us?
Yeah. Hey, Vic, don't you speak their language?
Yeah, Vic has been translating for you. She's been whispering in your ear, but given the master servant thing, she's only kind of whispering to you. She's like, "Don't order me one either."
Okay, no
You for
problem.
yourself.
I just kind of wanted to see what they had here and what people are talking about. She's not even drinking, she's just ear hustling.
We'll explain to you all the different drinks that they offered.
And she'll explain them to,
Well, do you speak Elvish?
yes.
So she'll converse to you in Elvish. She'll listen to an Undercommon and speak to you in Elvish.
Okay.
Alright, you guys find yourself a table and getting these drinks on as the stuff is like dark, like molasses, foaming to the brim. You watch people just drinking tankards of this stuff.
Doug's just gonna sit back, sip on his beer, and do a little people watching.
Alright, as you drink it for a bit, as you can begin to consume it, as you begin to feel strange, roll me a con save. As you succeed the save, you don't feel anything afflicting you. Because it's pretty good. For Duragar beer, as it's more related to, instead of hops, they use mushrooms.
This is pretty good stuff.
It looks like sludge, and I'll sniff mine. I won't drink it, I'll just sniff it.
It smells like mushrooms that have been fermented with
It's
a dark-
earthy.
Yeah, earthy.
I kind of hide a gag behind my hand.
Blech.
As a Doug will slap him on the back. Oh, come on. Drink up.
Be honest, this really isn't my cup of tea either.
Well, drinking this probably puts hair on your chest, and I'm not looking for that.
Oh, lucky for me, I don't have to worry about that.
So you can tell by the morale of the people here working. You can roll an insight check. With an insight check of wow, 20, that's pretty high. It's an 18 or higher. You can ascertain a lot of the patrons here are overly drunk and acting accordingly, of course. But many of the waiting staff are underpaid and overworked. As many of them are obviously not idling in conversation. They're obviously dreading this place or working here. As you can see, conversation is a lot harder to be made and difficult, as a lot of people are just drunken in din, sounding grinding stones that can be heard in the back room. As you can see, Braga, the proprietor of this place, spends most of her time here. As you can see, some deep gnomes are workaholics who hardly sleep because they have consumed so much of her craft, as she seems to be a recluse. But there might be an intention that maybe if you are intrigued of getting to know her more, if you have deep pockets, you may want to fetch and try to buy the golden Schlager.
Hmm. Kind of voice some of my assumptions of the proprietor. No, it's a lot of gold. Don't think I've even had a meal worth more than 5 gold before, let alone a drink.
How much is it?
50 gold.
Hmm. Is gold really that worth that much to you guys out here?
Hmm.
My mistress asked a question.
Oh, easy now. I mean, like, I guess, I don't know. Mm, people work for money, spend money. You know, it makes
I
the
was
world go around.
I was wondering when I got a job why they kept just giving us these gold coins for everything we did, but y'all seem pretty happy about it, so I just went along with it.
You
Mhm.
don't have money where you come from?
Oh no, we don't deal. I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it and I know kind of how it works. But no, we don't trade in gold in the Feywild. We trade in favors and curses.
So, like, oh, but what if you want something, but they don't want anything from you? Like, nothing you have is worth what you want from them.
There's that well there's the laws of the Feywild work a little bit different than the laws out here. And by that I don't mean by like a city. I mean like the laws of physics. Nothing's free in the Feywild.
I mean, most things are not free out here either. I guess I don't understand.
You have to be there to understand it. Maybe one day I'll take you.
Maybe. Anyway, I think it might be good to have people on our side in prominent positions. I think I'll partake in the specialty.
You're gonna spend 50 gold on it?
I guess so. As
Mm,
as Doug will kind of sally up to the bar and ask the person behind
The
the
lady.
bar to take a look at the Goldschlager.
As Blorgar looks at you, you're interesting in this? You're the first person in a while. She looks happy as her kind of morale changes, as she's been trying to sell this thing for quite some time. Not a lot of people would have the deep pockets for it.
Yes, I was pleasantly surprised by your other favors. Figured the nicest must be even better.
The Goldschlager is my famous drink, passed down from generation to generation. I'm glad to pour you one if you have the coin.
Yes, I will partake in one.
Right, as you can see, the beer is golden color. As you get a nice kind of interesting tanker that goes with it. So, as she takes the money, she looks towards you enthusiastically as she can see her kind of. Well, would you like to come in the back room? I'll show you how the brewing process works if you're interested.
Oh, yes, I would be interested.
But first,
So
enjoy the drink.
that will kind of take a moment and bask in the aroma of the drink, and then take a sit back.
It is like the best drink you ever had. That it has like sweet notes of bitterness, savoriness, and like it almost like gives you like almost ecstasy kind of thing. And it gives you like almost like the thought of like a drink like this made here. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, you'll kind of see this wash of pleasure go across his face, and like his eyes kind of light up. Oh, this is like nothing I've ever had before. As he kind of takes another sip, kind of carefully, you know, drinking in each sip carefully, not to rush it.
All right, roll me another con save. See if it flicks you again. You succeed as you were just drinking it as like normal alcohol. She begins to bring you back in the back, heading you towards kind of her back brewing process and explaining how the brewing process works, but not showing her secret recipe, of course. Eventually, after that, you earned her attention as she kind of has many fancy ideas for the future of her products, including drinks made of fermented worm rock or bloodstone. As she begins to look towards you, I would be happily to pay if you would ever potentially bring me a pound of worm rock, or uh, or even bloodstone. I would pay about for a pound 100 gold pieces, and 150% of value of the bloodstones brought to me. But of course, I would potentially warn you, finding worm rock within the wormling's lair have been abandoned, as the bloodstone mine near the mind flayer citadel cryor.
Yeah. And if I'm ever out in those areas, or I find myself in possession of these ingredients, I'm sure I'll stash them away and bring them to you should we cross paths again.
That's good, lad. You'll be paid handsomely for it.
And if you could make something even better than this, I can only dream of what that would taste like, so I look forward to it.
She smiles towards you and she brings you back towards it, as you have now a friendly face that you might come converse with down the road, as well as a business partner.
As though kind of go back to the table, kind of guarding his drink a little bit as he sips on it.
Alright, we'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes as we'll do a quick bio and we'll jump back into our role play. Feel free, as out of character, to explore all these places. You might get some quests, some potential job opportunities before you head into the next quest, because you might not be able to come back here right away.
Is there any particular place you guys want to visit besides the two we visited so far?
I don't know. Like some of them sound like they might have like a cool like event maybe or a quest, but I don't know. I also don't want to spend our entire session just going through every building.
Hmm.
It'd be nice to.
I kind of want to progress the main story, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Vic is feeling antsy. I mean, obviously, she's playing into this role and willing, following you, however it plays out. But she just keeps, whispering to you, "Let's get the fuck out of here. Come on. Let's satisfy this mission, get our money, and get out of here."
Yeah, you guys are right. We don't like this place. We should just get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think Doug would be too keen to stick around if it was Dragonborn skulls posted up all around the place.
Or are any of you guys going to play Monster Hunter?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I enjoyed Worlds. I didn't really play Wilds that much though. But wait, is it? It's the new one, or is
Yeah, the new one's wild.
what was, oh Rise? Was it Monster Hunter Rise? Was
That
the
was the
last
one on the
one?
split. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was the last one.
Yeah, I played Worlds a decent amount. Not so much the one after that, but this one
Yeah,
looks pretty cool.
So I like
yeah,
playing
it's
Monster Hunter with people, but my friends always just like goes really hard on the game in like the first week, and then like they're super ahead, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
definitely
fighting like the
tough,
basic mobs.
especially a game with that.
Yeah, it's like this isn't fun for me because I'm like being carried.
oh,
Yeah,
I
although I
feel
don't
ya.
know. I guess I don't recall. I don't think in any of the games like the main story has ever been that long.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
like
not about
20
the main
hours.
story.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, I like that
I'm
it's
gonna
not
get
as
it.
like in and out of towns that you're
Yeah, it's like a full map,
yeah.
more semi-open worldish.
Maybe something I might like wait until it goes on sale in like the fall or something and pick it up. I don't know. We'll see.
Have any of you guys tried to play Avowed?
I did a little bit.
Was it
Did
good?
you like it?
Did you ever play the Outer Worlds, the other Obsidian game that came out
I've never
like a
played
few
the Outer
years back?
Worlds.
No.
I mean, so like it's not like a super like in-depth RPG. Like it's not like or I mean like it's just like very kind of story driven and not so much like sandboxy or like open world in that regard.
Um,
I mean, like it is.
I
You
heard
can
you talking about
you can kind of
Monster
run around.
Hunter.
Yeah, we're a little bit.
Yeah, I want to play it tomorrow for sure. I haven't played Monster Hunter since World.
are you gonna play it on PC or
PC Master Race only. I will not. It sucks that it's not crossplay.
I'm not playing it on PC. I'm just gonna play it on the PS5.
Yeah, it's like PC for PC, console for console. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love Monster Hunter. Been a fan for like 18 years.
I didn't play it back in the day when it first came out, but I played World and I played for 6 months and I quit because I got burnt out. But I do want something else, and I have a couple people in the Discord who wants to play. I know the Australian girl wants to play. I know a couple other guys want to play, so we might just play, here and there. But yeah, I don't know. I want something to fill my time. I've been playing my other games so much that I'm like burned out, and the expansion drops for
Okay.
it for like March 6th, I think, or something like that. But
Mm.
I don't know. I didn't play Avowed, and Avowed didn't look appealing to me. I don't like this Skyrim appeal.
Yeah, I would say it's like not as deep as Skyrim. Like I don't know, I got through like maybe half the game, and even at that point, it was already starting to feel pretty repetitive. Like there's not a lot of
Uh,
like monster diverse or like enemy diversity, and like the combat's fun, but there's not. I didn't think there was that much depth to it. The magic system was kind of cool, but
mm. Okay.
like I only played it because I had like Xbox Game Pass on the PC, so I got like day one access for it.
I
But
don't know. I think the games right now are just like they're very costly, so I'm very cautious. But I know Monster Hunter will like hold me down for a while, so I'll be playing it very casually compared to some people who are playing it like every day nonstop. That's what was how I was with the old one, but I just I don't see myself doing that this time.
Okay, yeah.
Very few games have ever like really grabbed my attention and made me like binge play it.
Well, I think
Normally,
didn't they have like a new one for Elder Scroll? Not Elder Scrolls. That
Elden Ring?
Elden Ring.
Elden
Yeah,
Ring.
they had like
Yeah.
a new like thing, another
yeah,
DLC.
that I
Uh,
don't think it's a DLC. It's a
a whole new game.
Oh, it's a
yeah.
whole new
It's very.
game.
I think it's Monster Hunter esque.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks weird.
It looks fun if you have people to play, but if you don't, it doesn't sound very appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Elden Ring. I don't think I'll be buying the next one though.
It's so different that I don't think it's gonna feel like you're playing Elden Ring.
Right?
All right. Well, I just did some like location drops. I didn't fill them all in, but just for the sake of it, you guys can fill the rest if you see fit.
I do want to visit the pawn shop.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of thing you can find there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do
Yeah,
that
we go
and
ahead there and then
then progress the mission.
yep.
Sounds good.
Cool.
You guys, I'm guessing leaving the brew house, kind of reuniting again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
This obviously. Did you even drink the drink? Fucking mazes.
Nope, I just
bought it?
smelled it once and gagged and decided to give it to Doug.
Drug's like intoxicated now.
Yeah, but
He's a big boy, he can take it.
As you head toward the Lost and Found, you can see obviously a brightly colored shop. As you can see, the proprietor, kind of like gnomish ancestry. As you can see, kind of an aging, kind-hearted halfling. Never been married or had children, but never let that stop her from having a rich social life. But as far as the burrow's missing, seems her friends and family dearly, of course. Despite that, or perhaps because of Andrea's consumption of a host, almost always has several friends visiting her shop, sharing stories. As the sprites are shy but curious, hiding amidst the copper splattoons and burlap's coats, while also listening towards her talking away her day and her many visitors. As you see little sprites of different rainbow colors moving around that live here. As you enter the shop, you can see she's busy scrutinizing a heavy tarnished brass plaque. Why won't you clean up, damn it? Ah, guests! As she looks towards you, kind of putting the plaque down for a moment. So the plaque looks interesting nonetheless, but you may convey on that conversation on another day as she looks towards you. What can I help you?
Well, we saw you had this interesting shop here, and we wanted to take a look around. You having trouble with that thing over there?
Well, I'm always cleaning away, of course. It's too tarnished to read. I can't read it, and by the amount of cleaning it, doesn't seem to do anything.
Can I try?
She begins to bing the heavy plaque. Well, if you're interested, you could buy it for 10 gold pieces.
Well, I can try and clean it for you. Or read it.
All right. Well, you can't read it, because I can't even read it.
I use prestidigitation, clean, instantaneously 1 cubic foot.
As you begin to do that, you notice it does nothing. As you, for an artificer of our caliber, can look at it quickly enough, as you can roll an investigation with advantage.
All right. Let's take a look. See. Watch me roll to once. Wow.
Zork with a 10, you begin to ascertain this plaque is covered in a heavy corrosive. Even a magical ability won't easily cleanse this off. With CAD preserves of the map, as it might preserve something of value likely to your adventuring party. But to be cleansed requires some high amounts of acidity to tarnish it properly.
And I have an infinite supply of assets, so I'm gonna look at the plaque, look at the gnome, hand in the 10 gold.
Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna give her a big smile and just take the plaque very proudly.
I'm gonna put that in your kit. That's cool.
I'll look around. Does she have anything else interesting?
Mostly trinkets, if anything. You're looking interested for.
If she has any little figurines, she like to buy a little figurine.
So you can see right now, you see a copper compass stuck with stuck spinning. You see a tarnished shiver lock. You see a bone dice. You see a tiny music box, a clockwork beetle, a small glass vial of an ever-glowing brazier mist inside of it contained. You also see drow carved moonstone rings. You also see an ornate map to an unknown location. You see a black candle that never melts, a puzzle cube, a silver coin that always lands on its edge, a dagger hilt with no blade, as has engraving on it, but don't really ascertain it without a certain language comprehension, as well as you come across a memory crystal, a golden feather. You also see a set of tarot cards, an elvish scroll, as well as a ring that has like a rust to it, but it almost gives like a faint humming noise as you get closer to it, and a tiny hourglass that kind of floats upwards instead of down.
Ooh.
Prices are
She
range from
will.
100 gold pieces to 3 gold pieces.
She's never seen tarot card. I mean, the only thing that's recognizable to her is tarot cards. You know, being a witch. So she goes towards the tarot cards and she goes, "Are these authentic?"
I'm assuming so, yeah. They should be. Are you interested?
You see, she doesn't touch it. She just looks at the side of the deck very closely and stuff like
As
that.
you look at it closely, you can see it begins to shuffle by themselves.
Oh, that's neat. Yes, I am interested.
Well, that purchase is about 100 gold pieces there.
Oh, that's so expensive.
Well, it shuffles by itself.
Are you sure it's shuffling? It just be putting them right back in the same place.
Here, I'll show you. As she smacks it on the ground. And splades all of them on the ground as it begins to reshuffle itself. See?
And she pulls one card.
Alright.
And she puts it back. Lets it shuffle itself, and then she pulls another. Is it the same card?
No.
Oh, that is delightful. How about?
Well, if you have trade, I could potentially sell it for cheaper or even a good deal.
Alright. How about? I do have this violin from the Feywild.
Can I see it?
She pulls it out. You see, she has several different instruments from the Feywild.
Kind of what is this?
You see, they're all made from a pale white wood. It's from a place in the Feywild in the spring court called the Pale Forest. Have you heard of it?
Nope. I'm a halfling. I don't
Well,
know anything about freaking Fey stuff. All I know is it's
uh,
magical. Does it do anything?
it has it's it has the best sound that you can make with the instrument.
And she begins to try to play it. It's horrible to your ears.
No, like this, and she tries to play it.
I don't know how to play.
She plays House of the Rising Sun.
I can get that violin thing, what you call it, instrument. Give you a 40 for it.
Okay.
And she'll reduce the price down to 60 gold pieces on the tarot cards. Or you just want the money.
She'll get. Um. She'll take the money and she'll start looking around for other things.
Okay.
I still have a flute and a drum.
She like puts it on a shelf. And she prices it to double what she paid.
Hefty.
You want anything else here? Or was that all you wanted to buy?
I was eyeing the scroll you had mentioned.
The Elvish scroll?
Yeah, I can read Elvish.
The price is 150 gold pieces for that thing.
What is it?
You don't know. It's sealed. It's like a pawn shop, you know. You never really get to look at it. You just buy it as is.
No, you can normally plug it in and make sure it works. That I should at least know if this is a first level spell, a third level spell, a
It's not a
fifth
spell.
level.
It's not a scroll of magic like that.
Oh, okay.
It's something more valuable to an elvish race.
Mm.
Does anyone have the detect magic spell?
I do, but I think dude's gonna take notice of that. Oh wait, no, I don't. I don't.
I thought our wizard would have it.
Yeah, you have to
Or
take
took it.
magic. No, I took identify. Because she had to take magic.
That was
Right.
vice versa. She identified the mace for me.
Have identify, but
You're right.
Okay, never mind then.
like that's a third level, and I only have second.
Yeah.
Detect magic is third level?
It's first
Hold
level.
on. First
Yeah, I
level.
thought it was a first level.
Do you want me to cast it?
It might be able to listen things to actually a value in here so that someone can get a good price.
You should
That
probably.
might piss him off.
Yeah.
It's a girl, by the way. But yeah.
I mean,
It might piss
maybe
her off, but maybe I can distract her while you do it.
I can just cast it instead of just catching as a ritual. So it's just an action. I mean, it will burn a spell slot, but I think that'll be fine. So,
Alright. It's
Yeah.
it's up to you.
I don't mind. I will cast it as a spell. If you
The whole
distract her.
time, yeah, the whole time Ophelia is just talking this halfling's ear off about the Feywild and how to properly take care of the instrument. You see,
I
you're
don't.
actually gonna need a certain type of cottonseed oil to
I don't care
do
about cottonseed oils. It'll be probably placed there until it's sold. I have many different instruments, as you can see. I have a triangle. I have a drum set. I have a guitar. As you can see, they're all like
yeah, it's like
bundled up and not taken care of. You're like
yeah,
horrified.
yeah, she is horrified. She acts like she's interested, but she is just ashamed at like the drums and stuff that she
Alright.
has.
You detect magic, I'm guessing. So
Yeah.
as you detect magic, the tarot cards is magical. The scroll is not magical.
Got it.
As and the memory crystal is magical. As the tiny hourglass is magical. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it is just like weird, odd things that are priced very expensively for some apparent reason.
Okay. So I will I will gesture at Ophelia a thumbs up for the tarot card, and then I'll just gesture also to Isa like there's no it's not magical itself on the scroll.
Okay. Well, we spent enough time here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna buy the tarot cards though.
Is there
All
anything
right,
else
100 gold pieces.
She won't haggle at all, huh? You're
uh,
a pawn shop. Like you're supposed to haggle.
Now when the world's in shambles.
uh, before
Alright, she will sell her some leather, her old leather armor though.
She's not interested in buying it.
Oh damn.
before Ophelia buys the tarot cards, is there anything else that seems to be magical in the shop that we should check out?
Nothing else except for those items.
Nothing else.
The hourglass is magical, but the magic that you're getting off of it is minor magic. It's stuff that isn't very powerful. Like the set of tarot cards is not a powerful magic spell on it. It's
Got it.
Oh,
minor
she just
magic.
wants because she's a witch.
The cards are old though. They look like they are vintage, like probably a couple centuries.
She just wants it because she's a witch. It's very RP like.
Now you're gonna give me a tarot
I'll
rating in real life?
Yeah, I'll probably get.
I had a guy who did that in character. They did tarot reading. They had cards and they did it.
I could if
Yeah,
I
I'll probably
needed
get
to.
like a.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
no.
probably get like a generator or something like that. But yeah, I would like to buy the cards, and I purchased them for 100 gold pieces. Now slightly below 200.
There exists a Hello Kitty tarot deck. It's pretty cool.
All right. So I think now we have everything that we wanted from here.
Yeah, we
Yep.
should go check in with our group.
With their contact.
Right?
We also want to get paid too, so
Yep. Another 100, if I remember.
100 for
100.
bringing them back.
Oh, gotta bring them back. Oh,
You got
They got
paid the 100 to
prepaid.
get here.
Oh, okay, got
Oh
it.
yeah, I forgot we got paid an extra 100 for getting them here. Oh yeah.
we
Yeah,
should have
the
gone with them then.
Yeah, he's just in this location. But you guys, that's why I gave you the opportunity to look around if you wanted to. As before you guys leave this area, roll me a perception check. You might something interesting before you leave.
I'm just rolling gold today.
Monies.
Even better, I got a 3.
I got a 2. I just got out +6. Yeah.
The 15 or higher, you begin to notice something a little bit interesting. You eventually come across a small crevasse It looks like it was created recently by seismic activity that conspired a few days ago. As it looks like it leads somewhere unknown. It's up to you if you wish to go or not, as only Horik notices it.
My natural curiosity says I want to check it out, so I will point it out to the group as we're walking out, and I will take a look-sees to see if I can see anything in there.
Don't go too far in there yet.
No, I'm not going down.
Ophelia,
Just taking a look.
Ophelia's interested. Ooh, a secret tunnel.
Let's go get our pay first.
But
We might miss
I
our
can still hear.
chance.
Please, let's get out of here. Let's go to the Syndrome hideout. I'm
But-
exposed.
But the secret tunnel.
We can come back to it.
The tunnel's
But
not
it
moving.
was-
Here, let's
It
talk to the guy
might, it was
first,
ma-
and then we can
It
kind of
might.
look around in a bit.
It might be gone in a bit.
That way, if something happens and we need to get out of here,
Okay, I'll agree with y'all. But if we come back and this tunnel's not here anymore, next
Then
time
we
I
know
want
how
to
to
do
dig.
something, next time I want to do something, we should do it.
You can blame
Right.
me next time I look at every single tunnel there is, but come on. I'm
Mm.
exposed. Not your
You're
ass.
safe. It's
I'm
safe.
sorry, Horik. We can't do it this time. I understand Vic. He doesn't feel safe here.
He does
Horik
it
is just
anyway. He
gonna-
like goes in by himself.
He's just gonna give you this giant pouty face.
Nazus will put his arm around Horik, well, his hand on Horik's shoulder and kind of steer him towards the rest of the group.
so
Please.
which one's the Zentirum hideout?
It's this gate. The cap areas are hit by the gates. So like the factions. As now you can use your passphrase to knock on this door.
Got your back, Doug.
Oh, what is the past phrase again? It's
Everything
Everything
has
has got a price.
so kind of, I guess, knock on the gate.
What's the password?
Everything has its price.
Right.
To my Auntie.
Your ass is in here then. Before anybody sees you. Alright. So you guys begin to make your accord here. Eventually seeing fit to look around and see what is conspired here. You eventually converse in a conversation being had as you begin to see rather the place of a Zerka wood gate leading to the Zarum's barracks. Outside of these gates is a small market. Merchants sell the surface goods, such as sugar, wood, fabrics, and the highest bidder, of course. Not all these merchants are affiliated with the Zentarum, as any merchant who is not taxed 20% of their total sales. The compound is guarded by a collection of guards, veterans, mages of Zentarum that are typically stationed here in Mantol-Derith for a short period of time, as the lack of sun wears on the surface dwellers' nerves. Because of this, the Zentarum relies on its rich passages to determine whether allow someone to access their compound, refuse a willing part with their wrists, although they can be stolen from them by the likely. As you're part of the group, you will not be theft upon. They will not steal from you.
How courteous.
Eventually, finding the Simon there, and as he has rather have a conversation with the deep gnome, the druid Wayland, or Wyland, let me get his name here. As he begins to have a conversation about the demonic spores enslaving the guards of the Zeramon halls, as he begins to potentially inform this whole conversation, as you eventually dwindle into upon the conversation being had, eventually being informed by the Myconid Grove to help him learn more on how to best combat the Zygmoid's infestation, as he believes he believes that an unknown, nameless individual likely would know this. As gradually over time of the conversation we had, sipping over some tea or coffee or as his which, eventually you see the deep gnome druid passes through a succulent spore berries. While gathering his thoughts, finally he says, "Not all the spores is delicious. In fact, some are quite deadly. I know it's not common knowledge up on the Sifis world, but years ago the Zygmoid, the demon queen of the fungi, fused herself with the amaroids of an enormous sentient fungus that has been covered in the vast areas of the Underdark. From the unholy union of the Zygmoids she has seen called to achieve her near god-like powers. Every day she spreads her unholy spores across the vast Underdark, and any creature that breathes in falls under her command, willing to walk her rotten temples to place themselves upon the fetid altar. It's quite terrible, indeed. There are many hopes. A few months ago, a stranger of a human wandered in Mantol-Derith. Curious, the man had no memories and did not even know his own name. The only clue as who he might be or where he came from was his tattered map and a handful of withered flowers. The flowers eventually made their way to me, of course. Being a gardener that I am, I couldn't help but to try to save them. An herbalist of oath, and all that, of course." As the deep gnome gestures towards a colorful patch of iridescent flowers, glittering like gemstones. "Prismatia! Some of the most beautiful flowers to grow in the Underdark, although I had always thought they were a myth. Stunning, aren't they? They even smell better than they look. More importantly, Prismatia are known to grow in the Myconid groves. If I could find such a grove and talk with an actual real-life Myconid, I might be able to figure out how to neutralize the Zygmoid spores. Will you help me with this grove to save the world?" As you received another quest.
Did we get the 100?
We gotta get him back.
You gotta send him back.
Don't we know of a dryad in the tree? Is that not the person we talked to with the red blood or red water?
No, she was just willing to help you if you were infected. He wants to find a cure that can cure everybody.
Okay.
I mean,
But just for the sake of that, for Simon's sake, I'll give you the extra 100 gold pieces just for the sake of it, so you can add that to your inventory, because you're likely not going back where you came from.
Sweet.
I don't see why we can't lend a hand.
Knowledge is power, man.
And finding a cure is good for everyone.
can you even cure such a thing?
Well, we have to learn and try, of course. If we don't try, then, well, everybody will eventually falter. That's what the flower is called. As he wants you to find a mycotid that he can talk about how to grow them. And potentially make a cure out of it.
The last mycid we saw was under this thing's sway already, I guess.
Yeah, he wants one that isn't like that. Well, if you're interested in the quest, the locusts refer the man with no name as the Unknown Nameless. The Unknown has been taken up as refuge in a small Zirkwood hut near the docks. There's a single location marked on the Unknown map, although nobody knows Mantol-Derith is familiar with the location. It's unknown still that carries the map with him, of course. I hope he does, though. But if you can manage to get this unknown man escorted to the location on this map, ideally to the Myconid Grove, but the journey might help him restore his memories, maybe, and might help us help our cause, of course. As you'll have to find the Myconid. If you bring it back the Myconid alive, is hopeful for the venture forward. But if it's not possible, then trying to obtain some myconid spores so they can be studied would help as well. I'm not going with you this time. I'm going to stay here and research. But if you'd like to do this, I could pay you 100 gold pieces per. I know it's not much, but supplies are really low and research is very expensive.
I mean, I want to help. I don't know if the rest of the guys want to help.
And
I'm with the group.
So completing this quest you'll receive 100 gold pieces per character.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Well, I guess I'm in too.
Alright, well, let's settle then. You will find the unknown man and traverse him towards the Myconids. And he might have a map on him that might convey where he went and how he lost his memories. You should find him in the harbor near here. Just head out and take a left. Deep in the tunnels, you'll find him.
sounds good. Now leave.
All right, let's go.
Is it like back in town, or is there like an
Still in the
entrance?
town, yeah. It's another
Okay.
location that you guys never explored.
Go left. Oh, over there.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuck in a building. Thank you.
Was this the same like crevice that we saw before?
No.
No.
To get down here it's a lot of feet. It's 200 feet, but there's ropes that chain you down there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll start descending and making our way to the harbor then.
So head towards the docks of Mantol-Derith, expanding from the city's limits, now stretching over the shores of Dark Lake. Dozens of small vessels, most of the Durgar's assigned, are docked along the ramshackle and wharfed. So Worf has overseen the Durgar of Doroth, as well as Danzi, a pair of twins. Fraternal twins, of course, as they can be found aloft their makeshift crow's nest, overlooking the Dark Lake with a spyglass. The other naps in the hammock near the rust cannon. The two maintaining the perimeters of bait fishing, pole claiming, and feeding the inhabitants of fish, giving the insight of the Uatoas that stand guard against them. But you do eventually come across the hut. What was left? Do you hear the man down below? Oi, what you doing here? Name's Derith. What can I help you with?
What language is it in?
Oh, it's undercommon, no matter what.
So, Doug,
Vic.
Vic,
Yeah, I'll translate for the group.
I guess I don't know exactly what we're. Is the mystery man supposed to be down here, or
He is a hut. It's right here. As you hear obviously the proprietor of this location is he goes back to fishing.
I guess we're gonna make our way over there?
All right.
Yeah.
So you eventually come towards the location. You eventually see the unknown nameless man found in his Zuckerwood hut near the docks. He's a middle-aged man with a long black hair and a matching untrimmed beard. He's tall and he's muscular built with rather accents of a simple life. Nondescript clothing. As an unknown man, a cheerful and carefree demeanor, he spends his days fishing, as you do see him wishing and walking and making friends and whistling happily to himself. No matter how much he is questioned or interrogated, he has no memories of his past. As he looks towards you, "Hey, what's going on? How's it going? You coming here to fish?"
I guess we came here looking for you.
Me? I'm nobody around here. I don't even know my own name.
You don't remember anything?
Not really. Uh, do you remember yourself?
No.
Well, then we are best of pals, of course. Would you like to fish? I'm just currently fishing some fish. It'll take a few hours, but I should have it cooked up. I don't know if I can feed all your friends though.
But we'll kind of look at the group. I don't know what to ask him. Any ideas?
We were told he might have a map, right?
So maybe ask him about if he still has the map.
People are always running around looking for this or what. Well, really, like, what are they looking for? Happiness? But you know what? Happiness is with all of us. We just need to stop moving long enough to catch it up with us, of course. I got everything I need right here. As he points towards his hut. What's the point of chasing the past?
I told you might have a map, something from a time that you don't remember.
A map?
Maybe a piece of paper with directions or
I could look at my hut.
drawings.
Just give me a second. Let's see. Gives you the line. Just don't lose the fish. Give me a survival check.
That will keep an eye on the fishing poles.
He wants you to have a survival check.
So you catch a fish. Roll me a d10. You caught a 4-ounce fish.
Nice.
Just will unhook it and throw it into the nearby bucket and rebait it and cast it back out, I guess.
Because they use the spiders for his things. They're live spiders.
Ew.
Creepy little buggers.
As he comes out, yeah, I've had this thing on me. I didn't know what it was, honestly. I'm happy to share with you, of course. Oh, you caught one. Nice.
Yeah, just a small one, though, but
Hey, small,
a fish
but nothing,
nonetheless.
you know. It's a fish is a caught, you know. It's a nice warm belly.
As Doug will kind of make his way over. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Yeah, sure, certainly. I was supposed to be left in my coat, but I have no idea what this place is.
As Doug will kind of unfurl it and kind of look over what it has.
As you look at it, it looks like it marks a location that's about 24 miles from this location. As it equates about 4 days travel, as you begin to see it would be a long undertaking of going into the Underdark.
Is like across the water or through the tunnels?
It looks like it goes through tunnels.
I will kind of call the others over. Yeah, looks like quite a long journey. I think you don't remember where exactly this map leads?
No idea, honestly.
Oh,
It's a gamble, but this is what we're told to look for. What do you say?
are we taking him with us?
Above game were we asked to do that? I don't remember.
They had recommended you to take him with him to maybe recover his memories.
Oh, okay.
Likely by the Micah did. You don't have if you don't want to, if you don't feel like he's good enough. He is not a fighter. He is human and clueless about everything in life. He knows only like simple things like catching fish and keeping himself fed and whatever not. But if you feel like he's detriment to the group, then don't take him. But you could take him if you like.
Mm-mm.
That's tough. I could try and keep him in the back with me.
And he might be useful, but at the same time, he does seem happy here.
He could watch the fire and tend that and do watch a little.
But
Well, you'll have to convince him to come with you as well.
Leave him here.
why? I mean, should it be his choice if he wants to like try to reclaim what he lost?
Sell it, Hork.
I'm not the best at convincing people.
Hey, look!
Well, I
another fish.
I do
It's
think he
great.
should come. He should get his memories back. Look at him. I mean, he looks happy, but imagine if
Is
all
he
your
really
what if he
happy?
has a wife somewhere and kids?
Kid,
What, Hork?
like Ophelia said, like he could have a wife and kids out there looking for him.
I'll help
Or
if
he
he's
could be
wanting it.
some runaway. Or he could be some runaway prince from faraway land that his kingdom is out of a tussle with his other land. He could have a whole backstory. We don't know.
On the downside, he could be a bad person.
That too. And he should know if he's a bad person.
Ask him. Hey, Doug, ask him if he's a bad person.
I'll insight.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he seems nice, man.
No matter how much insight, he doesn't really know his life.
Yeah.
I don't think
Ophelia
you
was
know.
Hork will try to convince him
All right,
if he
roleplay
wants
to me.
to. Hey, buddy.
Ah, whoa! What are you? Little scaly little guy. Is this your dog?
What? Not
He
a dog.
talks? Holy crap!
I'm like him. I'm smaller. I point to Doug. This is the
Whoa.
closest thing
So you guys are
that I'm
brothers?
cousins, maybe. Yeah,
Cousins? Oh,
cousins.
okay. Yeah, I can
Uh,
see that maybe.
you wanna come with us
Come
on an
where?
adventure? On an adventure.
Why? Why an adventure?
We're gonna fish
Uh,
somewhere else.
we're gonna explore the world. Maybe
Why would you
find
want
out
me to
what
come with
happened.
you? I'm nobody.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if you're somebody. Don't you wanna? Don't you wanna like? If you lost something, don't you wanna recover it? Be whole again?
Lost something? I didn't lose anything. I got my hut, I got my fishing rod,
But you don't
and I
remember.
got peace and joy around me.
But you don't remember if you lost something, right?
Remember? What do you mean?
Do you
Remember?
do you remember anything from before you came here?
No. I honestly, I think I was sent here on a voyage.
Yeah. Don't you want to remember what happened?
That would be cool, honestly. But
Yeah.
leaving here would be, dangerous, right?
Yeah, but you have friends along the way.
So you're my friends? We're
We'll
family?
be your, we'll be your friends. Yeah.
Oh, cool. As he picks you up, lifts you up in the air and, swirls you
Down,
like a child.
down, down. Put me down.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a child.
No. Well, adult.
Might be the oldest one here.
Really?
Maybe not. I don't know. The elves, I can never tell.
He's a kobold.
No offense. No, I meant not knowing if Ophelia and
Oh.
Orvik are older than him.
Well, yeah, let me pack my things then. If we're family, family
Yeah.
sticks together, right?
Bring your fish. We'll cook a feast.
Okay. I only got 2 fishes, but I'll bring them with me. As he
We
takes
have bread.
whatever he has on him. I don't really have anything to sleep on. Do you have any extra?
I'll
I
make
only
you
have
a.
my mattress. Should I take my
We got
mattress with me?
you. Maybe leave it here.
Okay.
Then we'll give you like a little bed to
Alright.
sleep in.
Okay. Well, here I am.
Well, he's coming.
Good work, Horik. I think.
Whoa, you're like blue. Like the ocean. Did you know that?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna introduce him to everyone so he knows everyone's names.
Whoa. You guys look cool as hell, man. Holy cow. I don't even know what you look like, but I like your horns. They look really cool. And you wear a lot of makeup. And I like your hat. Your hat's really cool.
I don't know. It just kind of reminds
You
me of
talking
like
about
those
my
people.
hat?
He talks like one of the guys at my work.
I
One
was
of the
gonna say.
residents
I was
talks
gonna.
like that.
I was gonna say from the movie Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I like money.
Romance.
we can be
I
friends.
like
Go to
money.
Starbucks.
I'm not paying for your Starbucks though.
He doesn't have money, so you're gonna have to pay for him. He's poor.
Why are you talking all tarded?
What does this map look like?
we gotta ask Doug for that.
I mean, I showed it to you guys, but
Oh, there's no actual
Yeah.
map, but it's like the map of our world area. But it shows you a location that leads deeper into the Underdark. 4 days journey,
Okay.
and it's dangerous areas, places you have not traversed yet.
sounds fun.
Right. Well, let's go. I got the fish.
What's your name again?
What? My name?
He doesn't
Yeah.
know his name.
I don't know. What's my name?
Should we give you a name?
Do I have a name?
Everyone should have a name. I'm gonna call you Abe.
Abe. That sounds cool. I like that.
I'll give Abe my leather armor and tell him to put that on.
It's kind of small for me, man. I can't like wear this. He's a
Well, the
human.
fittings on the side, they you like cinch them in and out. It might fit.
What race are you, Ophelia?
Oh, I'm a no.
An elf. Okay. So he puts it on. Kind of takes off his he's like muscular, very muscular. He looks like he's like worked the fields for a long time in his life. And he just puts it on. Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'll look between him and Doug and wonder who would win in an arm race.
It's
Does
got
anyone
that.
have any extra
Wrestling
weapons for this man?
Maybe don't give him a weapon yet.
Weapon? Oh, I'm
You-
not a fighter, man. Peace and
Yeah,
love.
That's fine.
Okay, you keep that same attitude thing.
Do your best
Yeah.
to stay alive, though.
He could just run out in front and distract them while they're killing him.
No! We gotta conceive.
Why is getting killed? Why are you hurting me, man?
I'm not hurting you, they are, but I'm gonna kill them for killing you.
No, how about I give them some extra armor along with the leather? Or wait, because he has leather, it doesn't work. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang it!
All right, let's head out. It's this way, right?
I don't know.
Here.
Alright,
An above game.
who's like the
Where
tracker
is it on
here?
the map?
You just have to leave this area.
Yeah, we'll leave the area.
You guys don't want to explore anything else? Not the cave or anything? Nothing?
I mean, I want to check the hole.
You guys?
Okay.
It's up to you. If you guys don't want to, there's a good chance when you do come here, you can come back here, but there's a good chance a lot of the opportunities will be probably taken away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to go check out the hole.
We did mention that. I'm willing to go.
It's okay, Vic. If something happens, we've done what we need to here. We can just run out.
Right.
Yay!
Go. I'm leaving our new friend.
Come on, Ophelia.
Yeah, oh, my thing was on the way.
Oh, now we gotta climb.
I don't remember where the.
There's ropes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
just get
right.
up.
It was leaving B3 that we found the hole.
As you eventually arrive towards a small crevice that looks like it's created by recent seismic activity.
How
Let's
big
head
is the
in.
hole?
It's like a crevice, so it's just like a little narrow spot you have to go through. Hey, do we have to go in here, guys?
Yep, just a quick stop.
Okay. As you begin to head into the walls, you can see, exploring the crevice, it reveals finished stone of a hallway. The walls of the hallway are covered in ancient writings. The writings can be read, of course, if someone's fluent in abyssal. Demon speak.
I am not.
As I know our draw just switched it out.
Damn it.
Is it infernal? Like
Abyssal.
their counterpart?
Abyssal's demon, infernal is devil.
I don't think you can pick Abyssal at first level anymore.
No, you can't.
As you don't
Yeah,
indicate what it says, but you head further in. As you begin to head in hundreds of feet before you eventually get to a block by rubble, you begin to see the rubble before you. Uh, as you begin to reach it, you begin to see a friendly creature beginning to move through. It has 3 arms and a large mouth and one center large eyes. It begins to eat through the rock like food. So it begins to stop for a second. As you see a Zorn before you, creature known for eating jewels, coins, for energy and sustenance. As you can see, the creature looks at you, very unique as it looks towards you, speaking in common or undercommon, if you see, maybe, as it looks towards you. You have trade, food, gems.
I don't think we have gems. Do we?
I don't
I
think
have a
so.
pearl.
Technically, I've got a nice big 50 gold piece emerald on me. But do we want to give it to these guys?
What's your cap for trade, buddy?
I will show you the way forward. A secret place hidden away for tasty shinies.
Considering I spent 50 gold on the drink at the bar, I think uh, spending that on a path to secrets and possible treasure,
Yeah.
worth it.
Yep, so I'll pull out my emerald, 50 gold piece emerald, and give it to
He
him.
begins to devour it and chew it like it's like as he breaks it through his teeth as he gulps it. Mmm, delicious. The name is Sparkle Guts. Come
Guts.
this way.
Pleasure to meet you, Sparkle Guts.
To begin to travel, you begin to eventually see. He leads you into what looks like a temple that might have been guarded long ago. A prosperous alliance, likely. The Zorn offers to clear the rubble leading towards the temple as he eats and chews through rock. As he eats the gemstones, even finding through it as he finds some emeralds and pieces, he just chews through it, consuming it.
Does he miss any that we could try
No,
and
he
find?
never misses. Zorns are the worst
Fair.
creature to fight because if they knock you out, they can eat. There was one in one of my games, which is a giant Zorn, and it was capable of eating magical items.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're scary. They can eat like your entire bank account and be like, "I'm hungry still."
Yeah, I think they sniff out treasure or something like that.
They love jewels and coins.
Oh God, these things are terrifying.
Yep. As the Zorn begins to kind of traverse you through here, he obviously clears it out. As you agree upon the deal, for the next 2 hours, he clears away the rubble. The rubble set in the stone. You see a set of double doors covered in more withering, glorified information and demon. As the creature stops, licking his chops. Here you go.
Hey, do you know what it says there on the wall?
I don't speak that tongue.
Yeah, me neither. Thanks, though.
You have any more coins or gems? I am here. So he begins to kind of move back into the dirt and starts eating.
Oh, found a temple, guys.
You see the stone doors are heavy and sealed with mold.
Put your mask on.
Yeah, I'll put my mask on.
Don's the mask.
I'll put my mask on.
Same.
Nope.
Yeah, I
You guys
might
want
need
to try to
some help with
burn
the
away the
mask.
mold first?
Well, we should verify if it's like the good kind of mold or the evil kind of mold.
We can always take it off.
I need help with the mask. It's not really
Up,
built
I'll
for
help.
Uppies?
uppies.
So what do we want to do?
So to open that, it requires a strength check.
Take it away, Dougie.
Doug will try and open it.
I will give the help action.
Okay. Tag team.
Is it? So is it just like a straight strength
check.
ability?
Strength
Okay.
check, yeah. You get advantage.
Ew.
It's because you're getting help, so roll advantage. Alright, as a 14, it's required a 15, but it's fine. As you begin to push and pull and tug upon these doors, the doors eventually open, as spilling outside of it is swarms of insects and swarm of rats surging forth towards you as they begin to attack you on the way out. So we'll get into a battle map, but we probably won't be able to get into session, but we'll roll initiative as is, just so we have it set up for next week.
Oops. Can we rearrange ourselves?
Yeah, you can rearrange yourselves. I just placed you on the map for the heck of it.
Okay.
Oh shit, those are the green guys? Nope, coming down to you. Okay.
Yeah. Like, oop.
And
That's
I'm
pretty-
using the new monster manual, so they're a little stronger and they have new abilities.
Ooh, exciting.
I think these are the new rats. Yeah. Creepy art.
I will gladly switch places with Vic.
The bugs are still the same, but yeah. The biggies.
So your bad guys are getting closer and closer. I think we're good here.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys can roll initiative, and then we'll enter session here.
Cool beans.
Ophelia, no, Naziz and I have the same. So what is the extra number?
Oh, you mean the dex breaker?
Dex modifier
Yeah.
for tiebreakers.
I have 15.
I think Ophelia has higher dex than me.
Then should be.
Oh, Dex?
should be-
Jesus, bugs are fucking getting nat
I guess
20s.
it's 17.
Oh my god.
What the?
Alright.
Stop rolling red!
Yeah, Ophelia has a 14.
Oh, we have the same dex,
You're gonna
so
die by bugs.
You can go ahead. I think I rolled a 5, so.
I don't want to be first.
you won't be.
We're
The
not
bugs
first.
will be.
Through that.
Alright, well, I'll catch you guys next week for another epic adventure in March. And we'll actually have, like, daylight saving time. I think it's March 9th. Yeah, so a week from now.
Nice.
But yeah, alright. Well, we'll catch you guys later, and we'll get into combat and see what treasures lie in this crazy place. This forgotten
Great.
temple.
See